This is just a quick little video, but I just want to say the Divine Mother Kali Ma is a remarkable being. So when I'm eating food, I'm offering it to her, viewing her in the vision that she's given me. I'll say Jai Ma, not necessarily with my mouth, kind of the back of my mouth, but mainly in my head as I'm eating food. Jai Ma. And Jai Ma, it's a Hindu thing, but basically means Hail Mother is the literal translation of it. She's a goddess she's very vast. It's hard to conceive of her as being similar to a lot of different goddesses and gods and different spirits and beings because she's just so vast. But she's very motherly, very protective. She'll make you, she might push you towards where you need to go faster than you might want. But in the end, she is this divine, feminine, vast force that wants the best for you. And if she pushes you in a certain direction, it's because you need to get there quicker. Or maybe you didn't need to, but she wanted you to move along quicker. It can be like little things that happen in your life, can be signs. There's so many ways that this can manifest that I'm not going to try to go into it too much, but perhaps you'll have a chance meeting with somebody. Perhaps something will happen during a ritual. A candle will like crackle a whole bunch and keep on crackling, and then you'll realize something. Perhaps you'll find a link to a video online that is about her or is about some kind of practice that you needed. There's a bunch of little messages like that she can kind of like push you in the right direction with. She's a very remarkable being, goddess, of course, the Divine Mother. Nature is a part of her. Nature is an extension of her love and her care. And if we look at the intelligence of nature and the grand scope of it and our relation to it, we see how nature cares for us while we're on this planet doing what we do, trying to realize ourselves, but also getting caught up in all the material and dealing with the material, working with the material. But she's always right there in nature and in her many other, vaster forms that are always kind of focused on us with love and care. When you feed the birds with bird seed, a lot of people say you're feeding Shakti, you're feeding Parvati. I like to think of nature as a part of Kali Ma. So when you feed birds, when you feed rabbits, when you give water to a plant, when you find a June bug that's on its back, or a pill bug that's on its back, and you flip it back over so it can keep on walking, it's a little offering to her and nature, in my opinion. But that's just my opinion. We are a very refined extension of nature, and nature is a very subtle extension of the Divine Mother Kali Ma. I think that without her as being my guiding star for I'm mainly led by my heart, but also the guiding star leading my ego. Without her light, I just wouldn't be anything, to be honest. Sometimes it's not just about worship. Sometimes it's about realization. And worship helps you get a relationship of trust with a being, and a relationship of love. But when you have that foundation of worship, then the realizations come. The realizations do come, and some people don't have to have a foundation of worship. It's not absolutely necessary, but it does help form that loving bond where you make that loving connection within your heart. You have that connection to Divine Mother Kali Ma. Worship definitely helps. Rituals, lighting candles, offering ghee, burning incense, saying Om Kling Kali Kiye Namaha, Om, again and again. Many ways to worship. Anyway, this was just a little message about the Divine Mother Kali Ma and my appreciation of her. Thank you very much for watching, and hope all of you find yourselves and find the Divine Mother.